Hey, Makoto, you know what I think? You and me meeting like this, it wasn't a coincidence. So I've got some good news for you. I'm gonna give you a psychic reading at a huge discount. Discount?
How about that?
Normally it's $1,000 for 2 hours, but for you, let's call it 900. That's only a $100 discount, and even then it's way too expensive.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on, you should count yourself lucky that the ultimate clairvoyant is willing to tell your future. So, are you right pretty often?
Well,
I sure am. At the bare minimum, I've got a 20% chance of accuracy. 20%? That sounds pretty sketchy.
what the heck?
For real, don't make that face. Can you hear what I said? 20% of the time, I'm right every time. That includes natural disasters, election results, you name it. Don't you realize how amazing that is?
How about that?
Okay, fine. I'll give you a special trial run. After all, I've already seen what the future has in store for you. What? When did you see it?
Well,
You won't believe what I saw. It would appear that the mother of your children and the mother of my children are the same woman.
Yes, it's this one.
Yeah, so this is the thing that comes to fruition in that bad ending. Just very fun. I refuse. Denied. Don't like it.
I'm right, right?
Doesn't matter if you don't like it. That's just the way it is. 20% accuracy, you said?
You know?
At least. I pray to everything holy that you're wrong. Please be wrong. Now then, since that was a special trial run, I'm afraid I can't apply the discount. That'll be $1,000, please. Don't worry, you can pay me after we get out of here. Wait, hold on. But there's no way you're gonna be right? If you like, I can do a reading right now to see whether my reading was right or not. Naturally, additional fees will apply. Think about it, okay? Let me know as soon as you're ready for my services. Oh, he's gone. Do I have enough in my bank account to take another crack at it? No, I can't bring myself to pay for something like that. I can see how people could fall into that kind of cycle, though. That was close. Please, whoever's listening, I'm begging you. Whatever else happens, don't let him be right. Hey, Makoto, what's up? My brother and fellow mother lover.
I love that intro.
Hey,
What
Makoto,
is
what's
this?
up, my brother and fellow mother lover? Let's raise our semi-siblings upright, okay?
Oh God.
Stop talking about that.
Whoa.
So, you ready for the next round? Never. Actually, how do you do your fortune telling anyway? I saw you doing palm readings and stuff, and you didn't use any tools or anything. Wow, I didn't know you knew about divination tools. Sounds like you know your way around the spirit world. I'm not sure you need to know that much to know about those kind of tools.
Yo.
Now that I know you're an expert, I have a question for you. Correct answer gets you another discount. No thanks.
Could it be?
There are 22 cards known as the Major Arcana, and 56 cards known as the Minor Arcana. Generally, the cards from the Major Arcana are used for divination. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Major and Minor Arcana, and the Major Arcana cards are used to tell the future. That must be playing cards. Oh, I know, you're talking about tarot cards.
Playing
Oh.
cards. He'd be so offended.
Actually, the answer is Bamboo Beatdown.
I love that answer.
That one was good. Ah, gloriously correct! I will now tell your fortune for a measly 600 bones. Wow, really? It's something I'd never say. I've had enough fortune telling for one lifetime. I see. Well, if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me. Sure thing. Anyway, getting back to what I asked you about before, if you don't use any tools or whatever, how do you do your fortune telling?
Don't be mean.
Well, don't be fooled. I have my own techniques. For example, I employ numerology. Numerology?
Yo.
It uses a mathematical formula to predict the future based on birth dates, letter numbering, all that. but I didn't see you doing anything like that either.
Hmm.
Well, it's more of an inspirational style of fortune telling. Some kind of unknown power just acts through you, and suddenly, bam, you've got the info. You're talking about intuition.
How about that?
Don't try to describe it using such a cheesy word. But if it's not intuition, then it's gotta be some kind of supernatural power.
It's not like some occult mystery.
Don't compare my clairvoyance to some occult bullcrap. I hate the occult. Take that crap somewhere else. You hate the occult?
Well,
Yup. Now, here's some good news. Act now and I'll throw in an extra bonus on your reading. I used white magic to record a CD of spirit messages I received from the luxury suite of heaven. 5 seconds of this, baby, and you'll be witnessing miracles and communing with angels for days. And you said you hate the occult?
what the heck?
Hey, business is business. The more I talk to him, the less I understand.
Well,
Hey, Makoto, are you familiar with Kamada? It's a tiny little suburb in Tokyo, right? Yeah, I've heard of it. What about it? Well, don't tell anyone I told you this, but they appear there. Huh? What does? UMAs. UMAs are, I think... You're talking about cryptids, right? Unidentified mysterious animals?
you know?
You got it, and it just so happens they've been appearing in little old Kamada. What kind of cryptids?
How about that?
The terrifying skyfish. In the West, they're usually just called rods. They can fly, and they have a thin body and a big wide fin. They can move their fins in a wave pattern which lets them move faster than the naked eye can see.
Could it be?
You ever heard of an anomalocaris? Some people think that's what the skyfish evolved from. And some others think they're an artificial life form, a genetically engineered military superweapon. Isn't that scary as hell? But what would they be doing in Tokyo, and in Kamada no less? Nobody knows, but I think they're dangerous. You know how close Kamada is to Haneda Airport, right? I don't want to wait till it's too late. I've been thinking I should call the airlines. They need to know there's a way to get rid of those damn skyfish, and I know what it is. As long as they can pay my fee, I can keep things safe for them. That's what I'm gonna tell them. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I see a lot of jail time in your future if you do. Plus, isn't that like super occult? I just don't understand. I'm surprised how well you and me get along, Makoto. Seems like we hang out all the time these days. Is that a bad thing? Oh no, not at all. We're such good friends, can I ask you something? Wait, I totally realized something just now, completely out of nowhere. I feel like I'm about to see the performance of a lifetime.
Well,
Hey Makoto, have you been feeling down in the dumps? No energy, no spark? Huh? You think so?
you know?
Oh, you don't have to hide it from me. I know what it's like, I've been there. And you know what I'd recommend. This. What is it?
You know?
A crystal ball. Okay. And? Just hold on to it for a second. Here. Completely against my will, Hiro shoved the crystal ball into my hands.
Well,
What do you think? Nice and cool to the touch. Feels good, doesn't it? Actually, yeah. You can feel its power, can't you? Do I feel it?
how about that?
It's the ancient power of our timeless Mother Earth.
You're serious?
You see, that crystal ball has quite the history. It was found in the ruins of Atlantis. It is literally a priceless one-of-a-kind artifact. This precious item grants enormous power to whoever holds it, bringing prosperity and peace of mind. This very ball has known the touch of Napoleon, George Washington, even Genghis Khan. I think that's probably the single most unbelievably unbelievable thing I've ever heard. Well, I'd like to give it to you as a present. In return, I'd like you to come with me to a little seminar when we get out of here. And don't worry, I'll see about getting a discount on your entry fee, because that's what friends do. That's really nice of you and all, but I'm not sure I'm really interested.
How about that?
Sorry, the crystal ball has already acknowledged you as its proper owner. It wants to stay with you. It needs to stay with you. It has given itself to you. So now you gotta keep your promise. You don't want to know what that thing does to Oathbreakers. Okay, I'm counting on you, pal. Refusing to take back the crystal ball, Hiro hurried away. But I could hear him mumbling to himself and caught something about finally made my quota. I really hope I heard him wrong. This is getting serious, man. When are we gonna get out of here? The world is so big, so freaking huge, and we've all been stuffed in this tiny little corner. I guess even Hiro is starting to get stressed out by all this.
He looks so crazy.
Can we talk, man to man? I haven't told anyone else, but I need to get this off my chest. Huh? What is it? There's a big reason why I'm so anxious to get out of here. A big reason? I'm super worried, man. I'm afraid someone's gonna bust into my house and steal my collection. What collection?
How about that?
I've been surfing black markets and back channels to build a huge collection of... I never know if I should just say the letters or the actual word.
Arts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of oop arts.
Huh?
No reaction? Wait, don't tell me you don't know about oop arts. You know, oop arts, out-of-place artifact. Stuff they find in the ruins of ancient civilizations, but with no explanation how it could have got there. The crystal skulls, the golden airplanes of Columbia, the Baghdad battery, just to name a few.
What the heck?
But oop arts can be more than just artifacts. For example, I definitely classify the famous geoglyphs of South America as oop arts. Famous South American geoglyphs? I usually forget what the answer is. This one. Are you talking about those lines the Aztecs made?
Could it be?
The Aztecs definitely know their way around that stuff,
How
but
about that?
nope. Sorry, when it comes to oop arts, the big Aztec contribution was the crystal skulls. That's not it, huh? Maybe South American geoglyphs. Okay. Those are called the Nazca lines, right? You got it, Ace. Why Ace?
Yo.
Plenty of museums and research centers claim to have all those different oop arts, but you see,
Well,
here's the shocking truth. For all of them, the real deal is at my house. Did they shock you? Did the truth slam into your soul like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs? But you have all that stuff at your house? Yep, got it mostly through the internet. It's more valuable to me than anything. He's gotta be the world's biggest sucker. I've invested every penny I have into that collection, which is why I'm so worried. If that stuff gets stolen while I'm gone, it'd just be the most tragic tragedy. You know what I've had to go through to get that stuff. Why do you think I got held back? Like, 3 or 4 years. Huh? Oh, nothing. Forget about that last part. Oh, okay. Anyway, everything I've read is that when you really do serious research on those artifacts, most times they end up finding out there's a perfectly normal explanation for them. Don't be stupid, you stupid Makoto. It's a government cover-up. They want to hide the ancient aliens and the secrets of the universe. So, tell me again, how much you hate the occult?
how about that?
This isn't the occult. It's about aliens and ancient civilizations living together. Yes, it's possible. I don't think there's anything I can say to change his mind. Makoto, you ready for me to tell your fortune? I told you I'm done with that. Come on, don't be like that. This one's on me. Free of charge, no money down. That just makes me even more suspicious.
Yo.
I'll be waiting for you in my room. Meet me as soon as you can. I'm super skeptical, but I can't just ignore him. I guess I better just go and get this over with. But I'll have to be on my guard. This could be another one of his traps. Considering how he's been up till now, there's no way I can believe he'd do anything for free. Against my better judgment, I headed to Hiro's room.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, Makoto, welcome. Thanks. Listen, before we get to the reading, I have a little favor to ask. I knew it. Forget it, I'm out of here. I was right to be skeptical. No, man, I'm for super serious this time. I really am serious. I want to talk to you about a problem I'm having. A problem?
Actually,
I listen to everyone else's problems all day, right? But who do I have to talk to? Friends? Nope. I literally have 0 friends. Jeez, I figured he didn't have many friends, but not at all?
you know?
This is the first time I felt like there was someone I could talk to and share my problems with. Hiro. Okay, if you don't mind telling me, I don't mind listening. Thanks.
You know?
So, you remember I told you how I got held back a few times, right? Yeah, you mentioned that.
For serious?
Well, there's kind of a serious reason for that. There is? Someone's after me. Someone's after you? Who? What did you do?
Don't look at me!
No, what makes you think I did anything? I just got dragged into it. I had an appointment come in, the daughter of some rich upper management type guy. Maybe I pressured her a little to pull out her entire life savings. Well, when her dad found out, he went ape poop, and it turned into a whole legal thing. And it turns out this Mr. Richie Rich guy just so happened to have ties to the mob. So then I had these super scary gangsters coming after me. And you tried to run?
Hey, come on.
Yeah, but they caught up to me, of course. They tried to force me to pay them, well, more than I could afford. So I took my way into Hope's Peak. The instant I leave this school, they're gonna come for my guts. Black market organs are in huge demand. But I love my organs. I don't want to give them to someone else. So here's the deal. Sell me some of your organs on the cheap, and I can resell them at market price.
Please.
Just one. One's all I need. Okay, fine. Sell me your identity. Those are pretty valuable these days.
What the heck?
God, you're so selfish. Be honest. You used that money to buy those artifacts of yours, didn't you? How did you know? I remember you mentioning how expensive that stuff was. What else could it be? Wait, you're not suggesting I sell my parts, are you? Why not? That makes the most sense, doesn't it? If you can't bear to do it yourself, I'll help you.
Don't be mean.
No freaking way. That collection is all I have in life. How could you even suggest such a terrible thing? You're a cruel man, Makoto Naegi. You can call it terrible, but
How about that?
that's enough. Forget I ever asked. No matter what it takes, I'm gonna get out of here. Even if it means demolishing my life savings. Wait, you have life savings?
Hey.
So now you know. I figured if I sold your organs, I wouldn't have to dip into my retirement fund. What the hell is wrong with you? What? Okay, I've had it. If you're not going to give me your organs or your identity, you can just get out. Hiro angrily sent me away, and I was glad to go. In the end, I think I'm better off having talked to him about all of this. If nothing else, I got to know him a little better. I learned to never let my guard down around him. Could what we have be described as a kind of friendship?